Welcome to Fit and Fun. I'm Missy Kane. So glad you're tuning in. We're going to have a great show today. We're going to do some strength training, a lot of core, a little balance work, and we're also going to talk about fun things that you can do in Tennessee, anywhere, really. A little bit about cycling, about and getting more ladies out there cycling, hiking, backpacking, kids too. Julie Ferrar knows all about that. Thanks for being on the show.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, Ellie Colquitt, a friend of mine with Legacy Parks, told me about Julie, and I said, I have got to get her on my show. Let's do some shoulder shrugs. Julie, tell everybody where you work and what you do.
So I work at the Haslam College of Business at the University of Tennessee, the assistant department head for business analytics and statistics. So I'm a bit of a numbers geek.
Good for you.
Yes, and it's a lot of fun. And so that is my job. That's what I do Monday through Friday, and it's really rewarding.
I think we've got some pictures of other things that you enjoy doing,
Yeah.
getting outdoors in nature and all that, because we live in a great place to do that. So this was a shot of you at Harper's and around the corner. And tell them about what you do with Live.
Right. So I recently got into mountain biking as a way to continue exercising, even though my body was having a bit harder time running, and I connected with it and had a passion with it. But it was really hard for me to find people to ride with. And so over the course of the year, I've been working a lot to try to help women have a way to connect with other women who are wanting to mountain bike and enjoy the sport safely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so Harper's Bike Shop asked me to be their Live ambassador, which Live is a women's specific bike line from Giant Bicycles. And they have about 120 women across the nation whose job as a Live ambassador is to be just that, to help women who want to get into biking to
so
have
cool.
a way to connect.
Very smart, too.
Yeah.
You know, because I think we could be very intimidated, and you just love to be outdoors, too.
Oh, it's a huge part of my life, yes.
Yeah. Hiking, biking, and that's just really neat. So kudos to Giant for doing that.
Yes.
That's a great idea, you know. So you were right before the show, guys, when we were doing our little warm-up. I'm trying to warm up my low back a little bit, Julie, because sometimes I have issues with that low back. So we're going to do a few of these. But Russ Manning, who works here at East Tennessee PBS, you guys know each other, right?
Yes, we do. We do. Yeah, he was a part of a very special ride for me.
One of your first, right?
Yes,
do a few
it
windmills,
was. It was. Knoxville's Urban Wilderness has a loop that goes all the way around their trails. It's about 10 miles, and it's definitely a bit challenging. And I felt finally ready up for it. And I was on a group ride, a no-drop ride, and these three guys said, "Hey, we're going to do the entire loop."
So a no-drop ride means that somebody's going to be back there for you, right?
Yes, they are not going to leave you
you
behind.
Yeah.
Not going to
Let's
leave
do
you
some
behind.
lunges as we talk here. Just easy back and forth. Just kind of your own pace out there. And so, because the loop is about 14 miles, is that right,
it's
Julie?
about 10 to 12.
Okay.
Yeah, depending on some variations you can
on.
take. Yep. And so these three guys stayed with me the entire time and were my cheerleaders when I had to take a minute to figure out how to go over a challenging part and take plenty of breaks, water breaks along the way. And Russ Manning was one of those three guys that stayed with me. So it was a really special moment.
He's a good guy. We're going to hold this stretch right now a little bit, guys. So what I'm doing, I've got, I'm more in this lunge position. We're using our steps. You could just be on your carpet at home, front knee bent. And we're going to hold this position here. And if you can, just lift your arms up, and you can see the lower body. We're trying to get the heel flat in the back. And then we're just lifting up through the hips and holding this. A little strength, a little warm up here. A little modified with our step. Because as ladies who love to be outside and go and hike and bike, sometimes I need a day where I do some stretching and strength. I don't know.
Definitely.
Do you try to add a little bit with your routine?
Yes, I like to try to do a little bit of morning yoga. Found some good videos on YouTube that I can watch from home and do. Really help.
And your daughter, you're getting your daughter out.
I am, yes.
What's her first name?
Her name is Lainey.
Lainey, that's cute. Hello, Lainey.
Yeah.
You're joining in today. Does she tend to like to do all this?
She has not quite gotten into biking yet, but we're working on that. But the hiking she likes, and camping she loves camping.
We're going to switch her around, and we're going to you can even use a step like this. It makes it a little bit easier. We're going to switch our back leg a little bit, kind of like opening it up. And this is a little bit of variation with Warrior 2. Julie could lead me through these exercises. Yeah. I enjoy these. I just don't do them enough.
I don't remember the names of the poses very well.
where we're just getting our arms kind of like chin height and holding that. And you can feel a good stretch also. I can in my inner thigh. Good job. Now, what we're going to do from this point, we've got our front knee bent. We're going to come down here a little bit like this. You can cheat and go down like this. We're going to try to come like this and bring that back hand up. I can feel it in my inner thigh, good stretch. Try to reach that arm up high. I can feel it through my IT band a little bit. Good job. And you worked over at the athletic department, the women's training room, correct?
Yes, I was a Lady Vol athletic trainer for 6 years in the late 90s.
And I was over there coaching, ran and coached over there, and then my daughter was a Lady Vol track athlete. Okay, a little relax. Okay, we're going to switch to the other side. So other leg up here. And Joan Cronin and I are still friends, and she was my boss at one time when I was coaching over there. Great lady. Mm-hmm. Speaks all over the country. She does a lot of good for folks. And Jenny Moshak, who was the trainer there for a long time, amazing cyclist.
And see, I never knew that about her. I knew she was a runner, but I didn't know.
She did a fundraiser one time all the way across the country. And we did the Blue Ridge Parkway once, and I could not keep up with that young lady. Very fast. Good job, everybody. A few more seconds, and then we're going to drop that front arm and kind of bend it, come down towards your knee. Other hand, bring it up, and good job. Now, are you starting to explore, Julie, around the state, other good bike trails?
Oh, yes. Not just the state, but the region in general. My parents live in Ocala, Florida, and they have some really fun trails out there.
Don't you love to find? I call it Fit and Fun Adventures. I do that over at Fox 43. I love finding new places and sharing them with people.
Yes, it's and there's amazing how welcoming. You can find a Facebook group and somebody will tell you where to go and occasionally come out with you and join the ride. So it's good.
Few more seconds here. Okay, relax. I'm going to get a little sip of water. If you guys have water close by, get a sip. And we're going to do some active weights, kind of combine some things. I bet you're getting a little warm here.
Yeah, time to take off.
Hang it up over there. Okay, if you have weights, I'm going to get 2 weights. I'm getting kind of light weights. I'm going to try something new that I saw that I like to combine things because we're busy, we have jobs, we have kids, so sometimes we don't have enough time. Yeah, try a light one on this one because this is something new that we're going to do. Okay, we're going to start in this position here with our weights here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring them up here. And at the same time, we're going to take our right leg back and try to lift that back. And if I get imbalanced, I'm just going to tap down like this. Good job. At the same time, we're going to lift those arms in front of us. And back in. When I come back in, I'm going to tap down like this. Okay? Now we're going to lift that foot up in front of us just a little bit. Not a lot. Overhead. Good. Back to center here. And just kind of relax a second. You got to try this, guys. Mm-hmm. It's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah, you got to balance. It's feel wiggly.
Let's do the same thing with the other side. So we're going to start like this. And what I'm going to do is bring that leg up. Like this. Now I'm going to push it back. Arms out in front of us. Hold that for a second. Now come back to center. Tap if you need to, which I do. Good job. Now we're going to go overhead and lift that leg up. And back to center. Other leg. So we're going to take it up here and bring it back. Working that derriere. Remember, tap in between if you need to. Tap in between, back to center, and then lift overhead. And relax. I can feel it in my quad.
Oh, big time in my quad, yeah.
So you're trying to tighten everything up. All right, other side. So I'm going to come up like this and push arms forward, leg back.
And one leg is better at balancing than the other.
Oh, yes. I'm really like I'm steering around trying to keep my balance. Back to center, tapping in between. I am. Good job. Now, a little bit of a kick out in the front and just a few inches off the floor. You can do this without a weight, and you could even be next to a wall and tap on that wall if you really need to work on the balance. And relax. Good job. One more set through this. I'm already warmed up.
Yeah, me too. Feel good.
All right, so we're going to take the weights here. I've got my right leg up and push it back. Hold that for a second. And back to center. Good job. Overhead press and lift it up in front. And relax, back to center. I tell my hikers, I lead a lot of hikers, and my Friday fitness group, we go to different places. We've been going to Crossville a lot, the Black Oak area on the Cumberland Trail. So pretty. But I tell especially my senior hikers, like 60 plus, is we have to work on our balance. Because you can be aerobically fit, but if you don't have balance, probably on your bike too, I would think.
Oh, balance is crucial.
We're going to come up, I'm going to switch legs here. This way, and then push it back. Again, if you need to readjust and tap down, that is perfectly fine. Back to center, right here. Now a little bit of a kick out in the front. Good job. I have to concentrate, kind of pick a point and look at it. And relax. Let's set those weights down. A little water. Now, Julie, how do they, we have the website here for Fit and Fun, and if people go to covenanthealth.com/fitfun, they can see my show, who's going to air. How's a way they can get in touch with you?
Well, there on the Live Cycling page, there's a bio about myself, and it has an email address there that you can contact me. And on the Harper's website, on the Contact Us page, there's a form you can fill out if you're interested in events. Yes.
And I bet you Ellie's so good about this. Ellie, my buddy with OutdoorKnoxville.com. They post a lot of things. People can find out about all kinds of rides, correct?
Legacy Parks, OutdoorKnoxville.com is a great place to find any outdoor activity, really.
Hiking, paddling.
Yes.
We're going to do we're going to mix it up. We're going to do a little bit of yoga, a little bit of weights, a little bit of kettlebell. So I'm going to have a weight because you guys may not have a kettlebell. Julie's got a kettlebell. I like kettlebells.
Yeah, they're fun.
We're just going to do the basic swing. And of course, you all want to start with your lower body. Your legs are really controlling this. Hips coming up first. Good. And your own pace on this because your weights may be different weights on that. Good job. We're going to do about 10 more of these. Looks good. 3 more. 2, 1. Good job. Okay, while we've got our kettlebell out, we're going to do another exercise. We were doing this right before. And I can do this with this weight. But what we're going to do is we're going to have this weight and take it down. You can use that with your kettlebell. Julie's got a little bit different stance here. And then we're just coming up here and then pressing it overhead and then back to center. So it's down here, center, press it up, center. Good job. About 8 more of these. Good job. But your daughter likes getting out and being in nature like
Oh my goodness, yes. It's amazing how they're drawn to water and streams and all that fun stuff.
I remember doing an event this past year for Humana that went all the way across the country with Find Your Park and getting out in nature. And the studies show with all ages, kids, seniors, that just even if they didn't do a hike, but they got in nature for a couple hours, how it can really help your immune system.
Oh, really?
And help your, of course, your psychological well-being.
Yes, your mood, definitely.
2 more of these. Good job.
And it's amazing how when they're out in nature, how they just forget about electronics and all that other stuff.
Which we need to.
Yes.
I need to. Okay, last one. And hold it down here for just a second. And relax. Let's get a drink of water. That's one of my resolutions every year is to drink more water.
Oh, me too.
I need to drink more water.
Especially in the winter. It's so humid.
Yes, and you get just dry. And I know people say, I remember Jenny telling me this, that one of the first places you find if you're dehydrated is that you get cramps in your calves. And you remember that working in the training room and things.
Yes.
That made sense. Okay, back to the kettlebell. So we're going to do one more set of what we just did for And we're just going to do those nice swings. And again, if you're new to this, you can just do it without any weight at all, or a can of beans in there in the pantry. Good job. Trying to think of, Norris, where are some of your favorite places to bike?
My favorite place is definitely, South Knoxville is just too much fun. It's just
So
too
close,
close,
yeah.
you know? So you've got to love it.
Hasty Park.
Yes, yes. And I love how it's not just for biking. You can walk out there, you can hike, you can run. It's
Geocaching is fun.
Yeah?
Yeah. Got 4 more. Big South Fork. I really want to take my bike to the Big South Fork. If you go sometime, I like to go with some women.
Yes, there's some great gravel roads out there as well as dirt trails and wonderful camping too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Big South Fork. I think it's a Big South Fork. I love the Smokies, but I really think people forget. I forget about Big South Fork.
Yes.
And it's, great park, kind of the middle of the state.
It's a really easy location to get to.
Yeah, Scott County, and it's a beautiful drive. Okay, so because you can see, you can get it from 40, the Crossville side.
Yes.
Or I-75. We'll follow it way past there. And I'm really excited. I know we need to exercise, but I'm really excited about the Cumberland Trail project, about finishing the 300-mile Cumberland Trail, which will be like a mini AT. It's going to eventually connect, I believe, to the AT. And I talked to some folks in Chattanooga about it. A lot of theirs have finished. And they're really trying to work with the mountain bike people, because some of the land that they have has a lot of excess that they could figure out a way to have some mountain bike trails, because Chattanooga's big at that.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's what, when you said Chattanooga, I was going to mention that. Enterprise is a really great location to go mountain biking as well.
I'll go down there.
Yeah, and lots of places just around here that I just wasn't even aware of existed. I keep finding more and more. Loyston is another great example.
There, yeah.
Yes, TVA is doing some great work out there.
It is really pretty.
Really setting a
Anderson
precedent.
County, at the very far end of Anderson County.
Yes,
close to Big Ridge.
It's you go past Norris Dam.
And Norris, again, is a great place. We're doing good, guys. We can do about 3 more of these. We've got about 7 more minutes to go. Good job. All right, let's hold it right here. Good job. All right, let's get some water. A little bit of a break there. All right. Good job.
And one of the biggest misconceptions I think there was about mountain biking is you see these Red Bull competitions and this crazy stuff.
Right.
So you think it can't be
going over
you.
huge logs.
Yeah, or just gaps where there's nothing there and they're flying through the air and flipping at the same time.
No.
Well, and so I thought, I couldn't do mountain biking,
Right.
but then I realized that you don't have to do that. There's more to mountain biking than crazy jumps.
You can start, like Julie said, on gravel roads.
Yeah.
Gravel roads like North Boundary. I'm taking a hiking group out there, but North Boundary out in Oak Ridge has got a great big 12-mile loop, and it's pretty much a gravel road, hilly at times. All right, we're going to use our weights. We're going to try to do something different. Light weights. I'm going to have light weights. Now, you guys at home can just do a straight plank. We're going to come down in a plank position. So we're going to come down like this, guys, and try to hold our body nice and tight. And then we're going to do lift my right arm up and back down. I'm starting light weights because let's do about 5 each side. So we're working our triceps, of course, our core. Good job, everybody. About 3 more each side. Good job. I can feel my core for sure. 2 more. All right, 1 more, guys. You can do it. Here. There. Okay, now let's get on all 4s here in between. We'll do a couple sets of these. And for your low back, folks, we all have sometime in your life with low back. So let's do the cow, where we got a little bit of an arch in that back. And then bring it up to the cat. Act like we're making a C with our back. And again, flatten that out. So I guess especially the summertime, do you help take groups out of women?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's a big part of what the Live Ambassador program is, and what I was doing before I was a part of it. And it's not just mountain bikes; it's greenways. It's
okay. And I bet you can find you on OutdoorKnoxville.com.
We're working on it.
We'll call Ellie.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going
as
to
far
get that
as
done
posts
soon.
about things to do.
Oh, the events will definitely be up there.
Right.
Yes.
Let's go back up to our plank position. And we're like this, guys, and then we're going to lift and really try to get that elbow back behind us. About 4 more each side. Something new. Again, you can just hold your plank if you would rather. 2 more. I can feel it. 1 more set. Looking good. Last one. Good. And let's go down to that cat-cow. Again, so we got a cow. Chin up if you can. Now exaggerate. Make it into a C. So when they get together with you, Julie, do you tell them, kind of give them a clinic about, okay, this is how you position your body back on the saddle when you're going, down a hill?
Well, when you come out to any of the group rides that the bike shops host or I host, we'll talk to you about where your level is at and answer questions. I'm not a certified coach, but I can definitely give you pointers and make sure that, the big thing is helping you feel comfortable on your bike.
Right. Because I know a lot of that, it's where your balance is. You have to learn where that balance is. Now let's come down to, I'll call it like a prayer plank. We're going to come all the way down and hold this position. Nice and we're just going to do about 20 seconds, a couple of these. Some bird dogs in between. But just shifting gears. I know when I go on bike rides with West Bike or Psychology, different places, it is great if they will say, let me tell you how to anticipate a hill.
Oh, definitely talk a lot about that.
Shifting now before you get to that hill.
Yes. And what I love is that people will give you their take on it, and you find the one that clicks with how your brain works, I remember the
verbiage might be different.
Yeah, finally when somebody explained to me shifting in a way that made sense to me.
We're going to do opposite arm and leg and hold it just for about 3 seconds and then switcheroo to the other side. This is good for balance, low back area. Good job, everybody.
I think figuring out how to shift my bike correctly is something.
Once you do that, it really makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yes.
And one more switcheroo.
And to anticipate the shift.
And kind of easing up on your pedals as you're shifting.
I still make some clinky noises from time to time.
Well, once your daughter gets a little older, you'll have to borrow our tandem. We have a tandem that's good for
fun.
That's good for even like the gravel trails. Let's get down in one more plank, prayer plank, and we'll stretch it out. But we really have enjoyed, we used to have a tag along, and Gracie was little, and we enjoy that. Even though she's 14 or 15, well, she's 15 now, she'll act like she doesn't want to do it, but when you get her out there, she will talk to her dad in the front, and I've been a pilot too in the front. So it's a good bonding thing.
It definitely is,
5 more seconds, guys. We can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Oh, good job. That is tough. That's tough. I need to do a little bit more of that. We're going to do some stretches. We're down in this position already. I'm going to bring that right leg up, and I'm going to kind of stretch a little bit my hip flexor area. Now, what all do you teach?
The class I teach is search engine marketing analytics, and we actually work with local nonprofits to help them apply for a Google AdWords grant.
Right.
And with that, the students create the online search advertising campaigns and then look at the data.
How important.
Yeah.
And relevant for.
Yeah, and it's a great thing because they get to create their own data, so they see how the data is created, then they analyze it to make the campaigns better while helping a local nonprofit.
That is so cool. I love win-wins.
I know, it really is.
I love that.
It is.
Other side.
And the students become aware of some really great causes that are going on in the community.
Yes, that is good. I need to audit that class.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
But I think it's so great that we have a lot of athletic things we do. Go back to a lot of rides for CARM, and also rescue ministry. A lot of cool things that we can do through getting fit.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're going to stretch out a little bit more our hamstring and close the show. And I want to thank Julie for being in. That was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I know. We'll
over before I knew it.
We'll have to have her in again. We're going to do a little bit of a hamstring stretch, guys. So you can just, if you can, put your foot out there and lean forward and stretch out another 5 minutes because you may have a certain area that we didn't hit that you need to stretch. And remember, I always try to say life is more fun when you're fit. So find something you enjoy, cycling, yoga, whatever, and just get out there and do it.
Exactly.
Other side. Nice stretch. See you guys next time on Fit and Fun. Is it Lainey?
Yes, Lainey.
Lainey.
Yep.